Hello, my name is Courtney. This is going to be a very gentle reading. I'm glad you're finding it. Know that this is a safe place to land. And when you feel ready, pick a pile. I am so happy you're here. Today I have this rose gold tarot deck I own and this piece of spirit quartz that I love very much. I'll show you the piles. I love spirit quartz. It looks like glitter. We have my pink and gold Rider-Waite here. This is one of my first crystals ever. If you love rose quartz, this is for sure your pile, but don't overthink it. Whatever one is talking to you is yours. And then my last one here is my cinema roll tarot with this opalite. Now the sky is opalite. Pile. And please, this is a safe place for you to land. Don't overthink it. Take your time picking a pile. But I am about ready to get into the first one. Hello, pile one. So as says in the first part, and in the title of the video, I am going to be showing you a gentle message you need to hear right now. And I am going to shuffle with you. I want you to be calm. I want you to feel safe. All we are doing here is getting a gentle message, and how it resonates is however it resonates. It should feel good and true and calm. And like it belongs there. And we don't point fingers here or worry about anything too much. It's whatever sits with you. And at the end, you take whatever you want to take away from this. But I am But I am going to get started with your tarot cards. I do have the Queen of Cups here. So you could be working on your self-image, and maybe somebody where your brain is developing, and you're in your mid-20s or something. But I do think you already have a lot of gentleness for yourself recently at the place you're at. I think you're in a very smooth season of life. But I'll know more when I pull cards, so let's do that, right? So I'll shuffle on screen right with you, Diva. Let me turn them over. But this is my first time reading on YouTube. My name is Courtney. It is very nice to meet you. I love you, girlypop. So this card is going to be for something I think you should start being kinder to yourself on. I think there might be some anxiety here about letting yourself shine, and this is what it is, imposter syndrome. But the funny thing here is with the sun is a very positive card. It's quite literal. It's the most positive card in the deck. The sun is a beautiful energy of embracing ourselves, enjoying ourselves, and honoring our skill set. So I think you have it, and maybe just are not completely convinced of yourself of it some days, because with that Queen of Cups on the bottom, bottom deck energy earlier, I think you are on a place of stepping into your position in the world and becoming more sure of the things you would like to do and what's important to you, what really matters to you. I am going to pull a card on how to honor this feeling and sort of work our way out from there. How you can honor this feeling. The Knight of Wands here. So actually, I am having a very sweet and witty message come through of just doing the thing. Just do the thing. Just do the thing. Because I think that way you will prove to yourself over time that you are like adequate in this thing. This thing is meant for you. You are the right person to be doing it. This could be with a public career, or kind of like I don't know. I very strongly feel that somebody who comes to this pile eventually, whether it is 2 years from now or like the week I post it, somebody is maybe has like their first like big girl job, and you're like, I'm really, really super excited about this and so proud of you. By the way, I'm proud of you too. But like what I was rambling on with is, I am thinking of like just like feeling out of place in the beginning, like at like your first big girl job, where maybe people have been working at a place for years and years and years. I'm thinking of Grey's Anatomy, the first couple episodes where they're all interns and like they don't mesh with the older veteran people who have been there long enough yet. I want you to know that just because, and this may just be like an anxiety you have come up, but at the time, if you ever start to feel like, I deserve to be here less, or I'm more underqualified because these people have been here longer and they know each other, just focus on the work. Because I feel like whatever you're doing is so full of purpose and matter for you, and I really think you're doing something that you care about. So I focus on the work when this comes up. But you are completely in alignment with the sun here. You are doing something you were born to do, something that works for you, something powerful for you. And as for like reparenting yourself, just letting yourself do the thing. If you have no deep friendships with coworkers right now, spend time with the people you love that know you're doing this thing, that love you for you, that you don't know from this place. So your friends, somebody who's really, really close with their mom is what I'm feeling. Very, very close with their mom. So that may resonate for you. But however, go to whoever makes the world feel warm for you. Whoever's love makes you feel warm from the heart space out. And things like that. Because right now this is a matter of experience, and I feel like this is very fresh for you, but you aren't underqualified in the slightest. Say you're working in a hospital, right? There may be more to do and eventually more to learn and tests to take to get different positions. But right now, you're doing great because you're new to this. And I do think there are more people who appreciate you than you think. This pile may be for my overthinkers who feel nobody likes them, or worry people are just being nice to be nice. I do think you are attracting some genuine friends who are coworkers, or other people who volunteer in this space, or other people who just exist in this space you are inserting yourself into, because it's right for you, because it feels good for you, because it's part of your journey. I think you are gaining good favor and love from more people in this environment than you know. But as for another card, and then eventually we'll have them all together. You could be a fire sign here, because I think of the Queen of Wands with the sunflowers and then the Knight of Wands. Absolutely not necessary if this is resonating for you and it feels right, and it's gentle, and it's feeling good for you and peaceful, and making you feel worthy and reminding you who you are. But I am going to pull a card for just more insights and how to move through this feeling when it comes up, and how to turn it into fuel, how to nurture it and make it feel, I don't know, how to alchemize this feeling and turn it into something that feels better. We have the Chariot here. So again, I think this is just about continuing the work and knowing that whatever space you're in, friends, experience, credibility is going to come with time. But focus on what it is that's making you feel good. I think for some of you, this is going to be a very long-term job, like a place where you land and eventually grow your career. Things like that, or just something you keep in your life for a very long time. Yes, but the Chariot is like also like empowering ourselves when we need to, because the Chariot very often comes after a choice, like this choice, like to commit to the bit and go forward and commit ourselves to whatever we're doing. But I want this last card to be a gentle message with love, peace, and clarity for you. We're not done yet. I'm also bringing in some full oracle cards. I just wanted to slow down and give you every thought I have about your spread and everything. And we do have the Five of Pentacles here. So whatever this is something that's passing, okay? And I feel like the Five of Pentacles here sometimes, and I'll pull a clarifier, just bottom of deck energy. But establishing to any new routine, establishing to any new commitment can feel a little lonely, and the Queen of Cups is on the bottom here again. Can feel a little lonely and confusing. These feelings are normal. It's not you or being unliked or being a misfit in any sort of situation. It's about adapting to a new commitment we have, adapting to a new environment in this case. But honoring that, and with the Two of Pentacles here, this is an adjustment. I think at its very core is what these two are talking about, an adjustment. And I feel like this whole reading, everything that's existing for you and going on is about an adjustment. If it is helpful, I am going to, I picked out two oracle decks. This one is like exactly the energy I wanted to bring into, kind, sweet, and to remind you of your power, and for you to take this time for you. Thank you, by the way, for carving out some time for yourself to reflect, feel good. And I hope this whole reading feels nice, validating, sweet, kind. But anyway, this is one of my favorites. It's so sweet. Okay. And we'll just shuffle these. This first one has the little ducks on it. So for my beautiful Gorgina, pile number one, gentle messages with them, gentle messages to reparent themselves with here. Kind messages. Oh, I like this one with the Yorkie. I just felt like stopping. Dog in the grass, mindfulness. Take time to simply be. What can you hear? What can you see? So I really, for one, feel like this is going to be a passing situation. A passing situation, right? Because the longer we're in a space, the more quickly we begin to become comfortable. And with Five of Pentacles, this can be an uncomfortable, difficult card in other scenarios, because a lot of times it's about a period of transition or change, and we like knowing where our lives are going and what our people are doing and what people think of us and stuff. We're human, we're social creatures, that's how it works. But I with the Five of Pentacles here, this really just feels like a transition. Angel Diva girl, I love you so much. But with one more card here, because I love these and they are so, so sweet. I'll stop and pause the art for you too, because they're very cute. I like this one with the black bird. Look how cute he is. He's just a little crow. It's got like cool like symbolism. I'm not into it, but I have a mother figure in my life who is. This kind of makes me think of like the sacred geometry stuff. A soaring crow, wisdom. You are intelligent, resourceful, and can adapt. Yes, you can. Trust in your own wisdom and soar high. See how nice that is? And everything I've been telling you, that you are capable and beautiful, and this is a thing, and just focus on the work and be present and let yourself adjust. See, look, mindfulness and wisdom. So trusting your own guts. When you get home, maybe just doing something that calms the nervous system if this is taking up some of your mental energy. This is my first video, and I know I had some jitters before I turned the camera on. So something I did was just eat some dark chocolate chips. And they were absolutely delicious. It can literally be eating a food if it's something you let yourself have every day. It can be watching an episode of a sitcom. I love sitcoms. They're short, they're fun, they're lighthearted. You can watch one, settle for 20 minutes and then like end your day. You know, it can be really, 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 really nice. I love you so very much. Consider adding some of those things into your day if it feels natural and not forced, and something that fits for you. I don't want to throw things at you that don't resonate, but that may be for some people if I thought of saying it. But some of you just need to have a conscious effort and move slower and be aware that this is just an adjustment. Somebody might be scared of judgment. I told you, do the work. There are people who already want to befriend you and think you're nice. Spirit quartz here actually is a lot about like living our purpose pretty often. Activating the crown chakra. So moving from our inner wisdom and mindfulness, and moving from what we know, and remembering that nothing is too serious and everything is all right. I am going to pull you one more card from one of my gentlest oracle decks I love. I love it for the colors, because I myself very clearly love pinks and blacks and gentle colors. But this is the Starseed Oracle. I love this one very much. I've had it for years. Alrighty. So I'll shuffle these for you with the intention of a card that will make you feel warm and be a nice closer. The Chariot is also speaking to me. I think about doing the work and being self-assured. I feel like anytime you are worried about something, I feel like a gift you have is being sure that you are good at what you do. You are insightful at what you do, and I think you're always proactive about learning more. That is something you can do to reparent yourself and get yourself through this, and remember how to move through this feeling. Quite literally with the Chariot, moving through this feeling is self-confidence, knowing you're doing the work, knowing you're good at what you do, and letting that speak for itself for now when you worry too much, and being open to connections when they come, and being embraced. something somebody may be worrying about is maybe really haven't been in this environment a very long time, especially with the weight card here. It is not yet time things are being woven. So especially with the weight card here, you could only have been doing this for like 2 weeks now, or like a week or something. I feel like you're still even adapting to some different change in your schedule and having to be somewhere at a certain time. Baby, this is really just about patience. This is really just about patience and letting yourself adjust here to these changes, and letting others in when they come and when it doesn't feel forced. Especially with the Queen of Cups here. Again, I really hope you know that in the future, even if you need to come back to this and just hear this again tomorrow or next week when you still get in your head, this is a safe, soft place to land. I really just think you're in an adjustment period, and the best thing you can do for yourself is eat good food, be around the people you love, do your thing, and let your work, your skill set, and your heart speak for itself. Great, amazing things are coming. I love you so. Ooh, I'm shaking a little bit. I think excitement and like happiness is coming for you. The last thing I'm going to do is pull you some charms. I'm a charm caster into my little selenite bowl here. I charge my bracelets and stuff in this at night. Let me just get my charm bowl. We have this little kitty, my charms in here. Little ASMR moments. I love you. Oh, I got one of my hairs in here. So, the scissors here very often for me are about creation, because I'm actually seeing scrapbook paper and like construction paper. So I really think, again, to drive something home, I really think what's going to bring you connection eventually is you just doing the work. But I also think here with the cherub and the mirror and the lightning bolt, you are doing something that has purpose for you, that's meaningful for you, that's something you are meant to be doing. I think maybe this may be even for people who are a little bit later in life, that either are moving locations, had a move, whatever, but something that is yours is how great you are at this thing, how heart-centered it is for you. It's really something you are here to do. Some people have a job just because it pays. I think this for you is a labor of love, or something you are part of because you really care about it and you really connect with it. And that is something you have to hold and carry. No matter what difficulties are coming up, no matter what discomfort is coming up, this is something for you to hold and carry, that you are in this for the right reasons, and it's something that matters for you. And with scissors here, they make me think of like cutting loose ends for healthy things to grow in, or even creation. So no, pruning is what I'm thinking of. Do not let feeling unsettled as you adjust to a new environment make you go back on your decision. I think, again, these choices you've made are in alignment with you, because I think they took reflection. I think it took centering yourself and figuring out what really rings true and is right for you right now. I love you so, so very much. Remember that this is a soft, gentle place to land. Nothing is that serious. And I hope that this felt warm and gentle on your heart and true. You don't need to fix anything. You just needed to hear this, and I hope it resonated. I hope you move slowly throughout the rest of the day and are gentle with yourself, day or night. I love you so very much. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to do this under the light. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Hi, Pile 2. I love you so very much. Get to a place where you feel safe, you feel good, and you feel ready for this gentle little message. I love you so, so very much. If you pick this pile, you pick the pink and gold Rider-Waite and my beautiful little rose aura quartz point I own. So again, thank you so much for being here. I want you to remember this is about you. This reading is about you and how you feel about yourself. I love you so, so very much. I hope you feel safe with me, good with me, and know that this message is going to be all about self-assurance, love, and self-worth and kindness. I love you so very much. Let's get into things. This is just intended to be a gentle message. So the first thing I am going to pull a card on is just something you need to be gentle on yourself about. Something you are maybe being a little bit too harsh or a little bit too intense on yourself over. So we'll start with that card. Oh, the Five of Cups. Now, the Five of Cups can just be, I don't know, what I feel from this card is worried you are incapable of something and you are not. But we need to honor those feelings because a lot of times they come up for us to nurture them. And a lot of times we just need some reparenting and love from ourselves. And it matters how we speak to ourselves, which is actually very constructive and which actually makes a lot of sense because rose quartz is so much about self-worth, empowerment, and how we feel about ourselves. Of course, it's like associated with the heart space. Oh my god, I almost dropped it. But anyway, it makes sense for you to pick a pink tarot for this and everything. Somebody is just finding their sense of self again after a long-term relationship or after being told by another person things were going to be more intense or closer or more long-term, just for them to turn out not to be. The Five of Cups is very, very often about some kind of disappointment or something that feels like a setback even when it's not. I am also going to pull a card for how you can reparent yourself and honor this feeling. But I love you so, so very much. I will say, if you have skipped it to the timestamps, I was so jittery. I didn't really share it there, but my name is Courtney. This is my first time doing a reading. So the Page of Cups is here, which is about taking joy in like creation. I feel like whatever you've been doing has been time consuming for you, whether this is taking a risk within your career or taking a risk in leaving a relationship behind. There's been some kind of leap of faith. And so I am feeling what you can do is focus on the work. I feel like you are somebody who really, really enjoys the like simple pleasures in life. So taking yourself for ice cream or going for a movie at 11:30 so it doesn't cost that much money, or going dancing, or being with your friends, or writing in a journal, or watching something, or baking Pillsbury cookies, something you enjoy. You take pleasure in the little things, and it's a way you soothe yourself. So I feel like right now, any self-soothing tools you have, and just like, even if you don't want to wrap it up that way, and things like that. And by what I mean wrap it up that way is like compartmentalize it like that, and like do something so deliberate. It's just take some time for yourself. I am really envisioning anybody who picked this pile just taking themselves on like a dinner date and hanging out with themselves, drinking something you like, eating something you like, and like taking care, essentially. The Page of Cups is also about like creative pursuits. So like this may be for my junk journalers, my painters, people who just like to craft. But dipping back into anything artistic right now, I think is going to be very fun and self-soothing for you. But as for that, just so I can keep on getting your cards out, I made up a little bit of like a loose spread for this. So this next pull is going to be, I think I said, how to alchemize this and how you can consider moving forward through this feeling, how you can move through this feeling if you feel ready to do that. Because sometimes we need more time to process. Sometimes things are overwhelming for us and we're not in the place. But if you feel ready to move through this, alchemize it so it can be fuel to push you forward, we'll get a little message on that. But I want these readings to feel girly pop. I want these readings to feel safe. You have no prerequisite to fix anything, just to listen if it feels good. Ooh, we have the Sun here. So I think just optimism and knowing that this will pass and you are capable. The Sun here is making me think of masculine energy. And I want to say, I am for the girls, the gays, because me too, and all those things. Feminine and masculine energy are just something everybody has, and the moon tends to be more feminine and the sun tends to be more masculine as far as energetics go. So this for me is a lot about honoring yourself, your feelings, what feels right, and self-assurance. I feel like you are somebody who may be working on manifestation and how you go about that and how that works itself for you. But like forward movement and driven action and being present and just keeping your eyes on the prize, I think is everything, because I feel like you took a risk, but it's not where you would like things to be at, and it's not going as smoothly as you would have hoped, even if it's something you really care about. But the key here is persistence. The Sun is about something wielding positive results for us. I feel like a positive result is assured here with the Sun, because the Sun is always a very big yes. Always a very positive, loving, optimistic thing. So just optimism and knowing what needs to be done and pushing yourself forward is what is going to get you what you want here, and out of this doubt. Doing the thing. The first, as far as for like this card, the first pile I did seems more about work and long-term goals and being in like a community setting. And for you, I feel like this is something you are very deeply doing for yourself and something that resonates with you and is purposeful. And it's the same as the first one, but that one was more about other people and fitting into a space. I feel like this for you is about a little bit discomfort around doing something maybe out of your comfort zone and not sure how it's going to go yet. Success is assured here with the Sun. So all you really have to do is stay the course. Stay the course. That's what that first pile kind of got to. And then as for your last message, I dropped it. We have the, I usually don't take reversals, so I'll just leave it upright and read based off of what I feel. But I pulled the Seven of Swords for what to take away from this for you. The Seven of Swords being, do not self-sabotage and do not give up on yourself. And also, if you are juggling this thing with anything else, I do think with the sun, I just had a vision. That's so Raven. But with this one, I was just getting, I had a like visual of just, the sun rays washing over a really dark like tunnel and things like that. So this new thing you're trying may overtake any other eggs you're keeping in your basket, anything else you're doing. To a healthy extent. You may find, say you're a content creator and like you have an account on both TikTok, YouTube, or like Instagram and Facebook. I think one is going to blow up and really gain more traction than the other. Don't self-sabotage here, and don't let self-doubt keep you from making changes that you feel in your gut are right. I also read on TikTok Live sometimes, and I said this to somebody the other night. I wanted to remind them, I said, there are a lot of things I don't identify with that other people say to do within spirituality, but something I've always agreed with, that I've always heard, is anxiety screams and intuition whispers. But a whisper is deliberate, right? Because somebody gets close to our ear and says it. So it's there and it's prevalent, and you feel intuition. And when you feel that, when you feel it's time to transition from one to another, follow it. Because it's like listening to your heart. Intuition will pop up and pop up and pop up again and again and again. It will pop up and pop up again and again and again. But before I do anything else, I want to pull you some oracle cards so we have an even grander picture here. Today I have this super cutesy oracle deck I got from my local metaphysical shop. It's already open because I already did the other pile. It's just this one because I want to remind you my messages are intended to be girly pop and sweet and gentle, and I hope you feel like you're talking to a friend. Truly, I hope you feel like you're talking to a friend. But these are just sweet images with little messages on the back. So I am going to shuffle 2 or 3 of these out for you. If jumpers come out, we will take them. Thanks so much for being here with me. Okay, I'm going to take this little seal for you. Oh my god. Seal or Selkie, mystical transformation. Get in tune with the rhythms of the ocean and ride the wave of metamorphosis. That really makes sense here with the sun and the Seven of Swords for me. Just about like not ignoring what comes up and like taking those little cues. I do want to get another one for you because I gave 2 to my first pile as well. Okay, I think they're done. And then we have Hare and Fox companions. Look how cute. She's girly. She's diva. She is giving. She is you. I love you. Hare and Fox companions, complexity. Embrace all parts of yourself, even the contradictory ones. You are both wild and grounded, gentle and fierce. Slay. And then I'll just ask, are there any more for us? Any more messages from this deck for us really quickly? Nope. But I also love my Starseed Oracle so very much. I have this for you. I've had it since I really started to begin to read. I love the colors. They're also very gentle and ethereal. But these messages are very loving, very safe. I hope whatever card I pull with this makes you feel warm inside and grateful for yourself, because you should be. You've taken yourself through every single day before this one. I love you. Let me see. Look how pretty that is. Okay, you get Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. So I really think you are somebody who just may have fear and anxiety may sometimes be a constant in your life. And I've had the King of Swords on the bottom here, and I was paying attention to him. I just haven't brought him up here on my bottom of the deck energy. He makes hard decisions when they come up, and makes them with logic after gathering knowledge. And I always say, I think emotion and logic go into making a great decision on something. But sometimes love is not enough when something is hurting us, or things like that. Good things should not come at the cost of your happiness and your peace. So I do think some things are going to come up here around feeling a little bit of unease around control and like new prospects and opportunities, because I think you've already been working on building something previously. So taking a leap and jumping and focusing on a different aspect can feel daunting and a little spooky. But if that's what feels right for you, I want you to honor it. And if you feel ready to, and like I said, if it feels right for you, take that leap. I'm also going to pull one more. Double mission. Lightworker, Starseed, serve the world by being you. I have my, oh, that looks so pretty, because her lipstick and her eyeshadow is matching the gold like embossing on the cards. You may be somebody who does like really fun makeup and like is like super self-expressive and cool. Let other people see it. Nothing is changing here with you. I just feel like there's going to be expansion. Expansion of something you're excited about, expansion of something you care about. And that can be spooky, right? Expanding is scary, and we're happy we did it after. But taking a leap is taking a leap. So I just want you to remember all the beautiful courage you have in you. One of my favorite quotes ever about courage, because I think it's what courage and bravery is I know it's by some Gorgina diva female poet, but it's courage is the coal you keep on swallowing, and it's longer than that. It's almost like a haiku. It's a couple lines, but it's an English poet, and it's just courage is a coal you keep on swallowing, because like when we are making a move, even if it's something that's good for us, we feel fear come up. We feel anxiety come up around, am I doing the right thing? This might be a neurodivergent pile for me as far as anxiety and OCD and how you process things comes up. So I want to validate that and tell you, you are doing the hard thing, even if it's a hard thing. And just remind you, good things are going to come from this expansion. More widespread success and maybe money with the gold here and here and here and here are all coming in with this choice. Even if it's a little scary to put your eggs in a different basket or do something different, I think you'll be happy you did. It's just going to be a little bit uncomfortable for a little while. But one more thing I'd like to do for you is I am a charm caster. And what this means is I have collected silver charms in this little bowl. And I pull them and interpret whatever I pull from it. Sometimes they land like connected to each other and stuff. It's really cool. But that is something I want to offer to you. And I'm going to toss them into my little selenite bowl here. I love to charge my bracelets and my rings in there. I always feel like I'm pulling names for the Hunger Games when I do this because I go in with my fingers and let's see. All right. Oh, very interesting and not a very big pull. One more. So I want you to remember that your methodology for whatever you're doing doesn't have to be perfect right now. We very rarely do things with as much grace as we'd like to the first couple times we're doing it. But if this is something you are doing career-wise, I just want to tell you it's going to bring the success you're hoping for. Or if you are taking some sort of opportunity, it may bring you monetary success. But I think actually the most rewarding part of whatever this is going to be hearing the words of other people, and hearing how you are positively influencing them and getting love from others. I think is going to be what is going to come in from this and make things feel the most worthwhile. I also have the camera here and the hammer. So this could be about content for somebody choosing to share something they do with the world. I'm looking at this mirror here. There's no time limit on this either, because I think of Beauty and the Beast sometimes when I pull this with the flower and how when the flower wilts he runs out of time. There is space for you in whatever you're doing, I think is more like it, because he was scared nobody was going to come for him. There is space for you in whatever you're doing. In fact, I think you're going to stand out just because of how authentically you speak to others and what it is you do. And of course, financial abundance here. But because I think you're doing something that's right for you, something that's part of your soul's mission for you. Double mission. I am going to pull one more tarot card just to close things out for us. See if I get anything else. Oh, with the camera here, I'm thinking of like digicams. So I am also thinking of any issues you have in beginning stages of something are going to be worked out. The kinks are going to be worked out as something the longer you do it. This could be literal. For somebody, equipment won't be as fiddly, but also if you are learning how to use any new sorts of apps or how to communicate or how to brand or do anything new, technical things are going to become easier and easier over time, because that's just how technology works. I just am going to pull one more card to close things out for you. I want to remind you, you don't have to fix anything here, and this is not a call to action. I just hope this message has been gentle and kind and made you feel warm and made you feel good and given you some clarity. We have the Queen of Cups here, and that to me is just a reminder of your capabilities when your heart is behind something. Remember to live in your heart space and put yourself out there, but I really, really want you to spend some time celebrating that you are taking steps on something so important to you, because some people have a dream or love to do something and they never follow it because they're scared of looking stupid or failing at it, but you are doing the thing. And I don't think you're going to fail, because every card I pulled has told me you are doing something in alignment with you that helps others, helps the world, and feels great for you. So I think you're going to have success with this. Just what I'm trying to drive home is what also matters is how it makes you feel, and letting yourself lean into that sense of achievement. Letting yourself lean into, I am doing the thing. Especially with the Magician here, you are manifesting something into the physical, and I want you to emotionally process it and really let all of your love for yourself touch every dark place inside of you, and remind you that, like, you are doing the thing. You are doing the thing. You're doing the thing. I love you. You're doing the thing. I love you so very much. I want you to pat yourself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. Tell yourself, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing I've always wanted to do. This is I think this is finding people who are already working on something important to them, but I hope you know this wasn't intended to fix you, and this isn't a call for action on anything, I think, other than to just be gentle with yourself and really praise yourself for where you're at and what it is you're doing. I love you so, so very much, girly pop. And I hope this felt as good for you as it did for me to give to you. I love you so, so very much. I am sending you love. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. Let me make my little heart. Yes. Goodbye. Hello, Pile 3. My name is Courtney. I'm so happy you're here. If this is you, you chose my little opalite smiley face and my cinnamon roll tarot. Immediately what I was feeling for you guys is to have some patience and inner resolve. I feel life is finally turning sweeter for you, but you may have to look for it. This is intended to be a very, 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 very gentle message, all about a way to be gentle with yourself should you feel it. I like holding a very girly pop space, so there is nothing to be on edge about. There is no bad news to be on edge about. This is time for you to take for yourself and relax and get your cards read. I love you so very much. Thank you for being here. My name is Courtney. So I've kind of just been pulling cards and doing a mini spread. This first card is going to be about something you can give yourself more grace on. That has just been hard to accept within yourself or within a situation, but something to be kinder to yourself on. So let's see. Ooh, we have the Seven of Swords. So I think maybe you've been a little bit scattered. Just trying to keep a hold on everything. Maybe shorter. If you're going through something in your communication with anyone you love has been sporadic, I want to tell you that is such a normal thing. Sometimes things are so big in our lives. We just need time to process and do our thing and make it through, and don't always have mental energy to spend, and that is nothing to be ashamed of, especially not when you have people who truly, truly love you, who I'm sure understand. I do. I love you very, 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 very much. The Seven of Swords sometimes can talk to me about us just needing to, us being in a space where we're taking it day by day, day at a time, and not swallowing too much at once, because that can just be too much. Seven of Swords is not about survival mode, but it is about seeing to our needs, and sometimes that being all the energy we have to dispense, which is fine. With this next card, I am going to pull a card for how you can gently be reparenting yourself and take care of yourself if you resonate with it and you can find the energy. I did feel this pile really, really needs some tender, loving care. So I want you to know I love you. I'm proud of you for taking care of yourself to whatever degree you are able to right now. And just that you value yourself enough to click on here and get yourself some positive messages to here. I love you so very much. I really, really hope I can be of help. A card to reparent yourself with, and help yourself be kinder on yourself. Something proactive to do to make you feel good. We have the Ten of Wands here. So I wonder if somebody is sick or going through a bout of chronic illness or something, but you are being a little bit too, don't overextend yourself with whatever physical or mental energy levels you have right now. Okay? Self-preservation is a-okay when you are going through something, because it's about your needs and sustaining yourself. Your greatest responsibility right now is to sustain yourself. Get enough water if you can. And give yourself resources. Ask for help when you need it. But the greatest thing I think right now you can do for yourself is just sustain yourself. I do feel something that could really help somebody, because I know everybody's like, feel through your feelings, feel through your feelings. But sometimes we are in a space of so much overwhelm, it's difficult to do that. I do know that like Euphoria is coming out with a new season. Stranger Things just dropped their last season and everything. If there's any sort of media that makes you happy or is just so capturing for you, so engaging and fun for you to watch, I would spend time doing that, because sometimes distraction is the way. Sometimes distraction is the way. But with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands here, it's just releasing and being gentle for yourself and doing what you need, because I feel like one of the ways you are wearing yourself out is overextending yourself and burning yourself out, even if you don't have the space for it right now. I am seeing a sign of like a living statue, like chipping off parts of herself because she feels like she needs to. You don't need to be doing that. Don't be chipping away at yourself. Honor yourself and your needs where you're at, because I think your body is screaming at you too. I think your intuition is telling you to. Something I was telling this last pile, a funny way you guys connect is just, I personally also read on TikTok. I go live every now and then for the time being. And something I told somebody just the other night when I was live was anxiety screams and intuition whispers. So however that resonates for you, but intuition is little nudges and reminding you to do something, and something that keeps on coming up even when you ignore it. Anxiety is that ruminating, that unease, that I have to be doing this even if I don't have the energy levels for it. I feel like right now with Opalite, you need to focus on what's bringing your body rest and pleasure and sensuality and what is making you happy. Because I feel like right now, maybe you're a victim of circumstance. Maybe there's something going on here that makes you a victim of circumstance and is difficult to deal with. But what you can do to counteract it is focus on your own needs and what needs to be done, what you need to be doing. I don't know why I channeled like paint by numbers. And things like that, but a paint by numbers kit or like a diamond painting kit may make somebody really happy right now, or it may be something you have that could be beneficial to you right now that you just are not using. But with that going forward, I want to get through your spread so I can give you as much information as I can. I feel like breaths caught in my chest. Okay, with this next card, I want to pull how you can move through this and how you can find surrender for you to this feeling, or just like our light at the end of the tunnel here, something. Oh, we have the Magician. So not losing faith in the people around us or anything else. I feel like the only way you can harm yourself is if you give up. Something I am thinking of is in Peter Pan when Tinkerbell starts to die because the kids like aren't believing in her anymore. I feel like you just have to make a conscious effort to do anything you can to keep your spirits up. You have to make a conscious effort to do it. Because I think otherwise you turn into somebody who like is struggling with hope and doesn't have much belief in yourself, doesn't try to assist themselves and make things better for themselves. I feel like the greatest thing you can do here, I heard, is just laughter too. Laughter, doing things that make you laugh and help you see the lighter side of life. And with this next card, we are just going to go into, wait, I'm getting something. Okay, so between this 10 of Wands and this Magician, the way to move into this energy is to put the wands down. And I feel like maybe you hold yourself to an impossible standard sometimes of not having the capabilities or energy to do something right now, and maybe trying to force yourself to do those things anyway, even if you do not have the physical, mental, or emotional energy to do something. And to me, that is like taking a hammer to a big tower in New York City and things like that. You are the one who needs this video to be gentle with yourself. I can't say I know 100% what your situation is, even if I channeled other things, but I do want to tell you, you do have an inherent value and a birthright to be happy, however it looks for you, whatever it is. And even if I am only able to do it within the length of this video, within the length of your pile, I hope I inspire you and tell you and make you feel loved and warm enough from the inside out that you feel just in this moment you are somebody deserving of happiness. No matter what it looks like for you, no matter what challenges it might come with, I want you to be able to create it and look for it and find it. Because you deserve it regardless of what difficult circumstances get thrown at you or anything. I promise you can find it. I promise you can find it. I am going to pull one other card. The Page of Cups. So, like, I feel like there is a little bit of a sense of nihilism here. But I think your default is being excited about life and, like, spending your time doing creative things all the time. Maybe I know I was picking up on paint by number and, like, diamond painting kits before. But that's your purpose. That is something that brings you such deep fulfillment. And if it's just a hobby that you could bring back into your life that will bring you more happiness, I feel like even that will work wonders for you. I'm also paying attention to this cat here. If anybody has a pet who is just attached to them right now, following them everywhere, nudging you, giving you love, this is somebody within your support system trying to get you up and doing things that are conducive to your happiness and self-soothing for you and helpful. But something I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you. So I have two very gentle, sweet oracle cards. This is the first one for his friends, and I really, really like it because I really hope it feels like you're talking to a friend. With me, I want the space to be girly pop and gentle and kind. But they just are these adorable, like, illustrations of, like, animals and people, and just these very gentle, guided messages. So I am going to pull one or two. Sometimes I take more if they just, like, leap out of the deck. You are somebody who could very easily connect with animals, especially if I was drawn to this here, and you literally picked the Cinnamoroll deck. Cinnamoroll is a puppy, from what I understand. Okay, so we have this one. Koala, gentleness. Gentleness brings us closer to each other. How can you connect and bond? And then also, but that's really very sweet. It ties in with all these little things I've been mentioning. I think just like gentle hobbies too. Things that don't take much energy but make something beautiful and make you feel good and fulfilled and achieved. We also have this one. I like how this wolf almost looks like it's glowing. Doves, commune with nature. We are all connected. Find a quiet place to simply be with Gaia, to be one with Gaia. Gaia, if you don't know, is the goddess of the earth. She is beautiful. Almost think of her as Take Fiti from Moana. Same kind of energy, feminine, healing, loving, earthly. I even feel like you could benefit from being outside, sitting and doing all these things. But nature is deeply, deeply, deeply healing for somebody, and I think you have great access to it should you so choose. On the bottom, we have look within, calm your mind, and listen to your inner voice. What is it trying to tell you? I think you know what's healthy for you and what is going to lift your spirits up right now, but it can be hard to do it. And I just hope that this reading me verbalizing things for you is helpful, because you're like, wait, that does sound fun. I'm not sure why I'm not doing this. I really miss doing this thing. Sometimes we need to have somebody make suggestions lovingly to us to remember what it is we like to do and what we can do for ourselves. I'm also going to pull from the Starseed Oracle. I love these cards. They're so cars. I love these cards. They're so wintry and pastel and cute. And I'm just hoping we get a gentle, warm, kind message. We have weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. I love you so, so very much. Even her, like, being in water makes me think of, like, being outdoors and, like, taking care of yourself. I also have this card here, perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. I wonder if somebody has I wonder if somebody's aging or somebody has chronic illness flaring up here. I want to tell you that regardless of any conditions, you can find things that bring you joy when you're doing them. And it is a lot easier to live a life of light and love with what you can do for yourself, no matter what it is you can do for yourself. If it's something that makes you happy, I want you to, or I really, really hope you make time for that, because your energy here is very kind, very gentle, and like I said, I think you have a birthright of happiness. You just have to balance things, I think, and make more choice to engage in the things you love that take your mind off things that make you happy. Opalite for me a lot is about positivity, because it's this clear stone, it's sea glass, but it has this rainbow reflex, so it can remind us to see magic and have optimism a little bit more. I feel like it's very conducive with your reading and what I've said and pulled thus far. I am going to, I am a charm caster, so something I'm going to do before we part ways just for today is do a charm toss into my little selenite bowl here. And charm casting is where I have all these little silver charms, and what I do is pull a cluster of them, toss them onto a mat or into a bowl in this case, and interpret the images with what I associate them with and give you a little extra message. So, little ASMR moment. Beautiful. So we have the laptop in here. We have the birthday cake in here. This leaf, which for me talks about a lot of times something we enjoy, but something that comes with effort, because I think of gardening. And we also have the octopus here. So I really feel like all that's needed here to maybe uplift yourself, just let yourself gently be guided back to the hobbies you love, the things you love. And with the birthday cake here, it literally makes me think of Harry Potter with the birthday cake, but it also makes me think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It also makes me think of celebrating yourself and making these smaller moments special in your life, even if they only feel significant to you. If something feels significant to you and you want to share it with somebody you love, share it with them. Because your joy is sacred. Your joy is sacred. The things that make you happy are sacred. And the people who love you will want to hear about them. The people who love you will want to hear if you had an amazing cupcake, or if you really liked the new show you watched, or if your diamond painting came out really well. With the laptop here, I'm thinking, if you have a goal of maybe trying to monetize a hobby, but you don't have physical means for something, I want to tell you that the internet is also such a powerful tool. Facebook groups are such a powerful tool. Everything is such a powerful tool. There's nothing you can't do from home now, really. And the octopus here. There is a way to make meaning and have independence in whatever degree it comes across as for you. The leaf here. The octopus is telling me if there are hobbies or anything you miss, especially with this Page of Cups here, there are ways to access them. If you have thrown out anything because you were frustrated with yourself and scrapped something with materials that you usually use something for, I feel like this was inexpensive and there was a way to get it back, especially with this laptop here. Diva, Amazon is a thing. There's just something here about creating your own joy, because I was thinking of like sticking candles into a cake. Because if we all waited on external factors for our joy, if we all waited to go on vacations for our joy, if we all waited to go out drinking with our friends for our joy, we wouldn't have any. So it's such a powerful thing to be able to create it for yourself. I feel like that's what's coming across here. Letting yourself be happy, because falling into darkness and not focusing on the things you enjoy is not how your life is supposed to go. It's not how you're supposed to go. It's not your default. Perspective here. There are some things we can't change. But what we can change is what we do with our days and how we carry ourselves and speak to ourselves. And looking for the magic in little tiny things. You are magic. You can still create anything. You can still do anything. With the Seven of Swords here, I think you just have to stop ripping joy away from yourself, because I think it's natural for you and you want to have it. It's just, it's so easy to get bogged down by heavy things. But you are greater than the heavy things. You are stronger and have more fortitude than the heavy things. And koala gentleness here. Be gentle with yourself and live your life gently, and with doves, commune with nature. Stop engaging in anything that makes you feel bad about yourself, or at least as much as you can, or anything that makes you feel incapable. And for a while, I think just focus on finding the hobbies that you connect with again, and the things that make you feel connected and give you vitality, purpose, love, joy. Focus on all that. Don't focus on what you don't have, or what you hope is coming soon. Do what you can do right now. And great things are coming anyway. Especially with the birthday cake here, because the birthday cake can also talk about a good omen to me. And opal I can talk about as like attracting positivity. So there's just something here about making your own joy. I do love you very, 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 very much. I hope you know you don't have to fix anything, or there's no call to action, and there's no need to do anything today. But I do hope this touched you and it made sense and it felt warm and it felt like talking to a friend. And I hope you know that anytime you come back here is a safe place to land, even if it's this reading just to hear that there are good things for you and you deserve good things. You come back here as much as you want, whether you're finding this week when I post this or 2 years down. But I love you so, 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 so very much. If anyone deserves happiness, it's you. You are perfect. You are doing enough. You are enough. I love you. You're a diva. I love you. I love you. Thank you for being here. I hope this felt warm. I love you so very much. Thank you for letting me read for you. Have a good day, night, whatever's going on over there. I love you. Bye.